Hello. In 1992, our children were going into the 6th grade, our twin daughters, and we decided that they needed to go to a church where they had a group of friends that could be their support group. So they came here to the church, went through confirmation, and when they joined the church in the spring of '93, we joined also as a family. So we spent a lot of time with youth and everything, and that was their social life, but also their beginning of understanding about Jesus. So fast forward to today, our girls have graduated from high school, and today our daughter works for WCA. Our granddaughter, 18-year-old granddaughter, works for WCA, and both of our grandsons come here to WCA. So the church has not only been a great place for our children to learn, but it's also been a great place for our grandkids to come and be part of this church. So we now are proud to say that it's multi-generation in our family that they've come here to this church.
So the ministry, outside of the weekly sermons that we participate in, the services, I participate in the choir. We participate in the Theolog Life Group. They've been our life group since 1992, and it's been a great support group outside of family.
So the church has not only helped our family, but they have also become our family over these years. And so it's a great place to come, to share, and to open your heart and be able to find people that are non-judgmental, and they just judge you with an open heart and open arms.
Hello, my name is Krista Couch. My husband, Aaron. This is Knox, and he's 3. And then Nolan, he's 5.5. And then we have a little girl on the way. We have been members of First United Rowlett for the last 3 years.
Well, I first and foremost think it's important to be involved both as personally, my wife and our children at First Rowlett, because that's how both of us were raised, and the traditions and the lessons that we learned coming up in the church, we wanted to pass on to our children.
Well, the reason we chose First Rowlett 3 years ago, our oldest was 2, and we were looking for somewhere that he could go and we would feel comfortable with, and he could learn and grow through Christ like we have as children.
Giving them every avenue of opportunity to learn through Christ, to learn the same values that we had, and to take it a step farther with. I will say that the children's life groups and the children's program here at First Rowlett is top notch. I mean, the way that the teachers talk to our children, the way they interact with us, from Debbie to everyone in the children's department, they're all just absolutely fantastic. And what really excites us, and I know the message of Christ is connecting to our children. They're not. For example, my son Nolan. All he talks about every year and all he wants to wear is his Vacation Bible School shirt. Or when is Vacation Bible School? When are we having the fall festival and all the things that we've come to participate in our 3 years here at First Rowlett. That puts a big smile on my face, because not only are my children having fun, but they're also learning, the teachings of Christ, and they're learning about the Bible, and they're learning those values as Christians that we hold so near and dear to our hearts. The same fundamentals that we learned in the past, we hope that those seeds are planted for our children, and the generation and the learning continues, for generations to come through the church.
I'm Georgia Lee, and this is Marvin. We've been members here for about 40 years or a little more. We were quite small when we joined.
I think it's important that we reach outside our walls, because the church is not just in here. It's got to be out there, or there's no point in being in here. And just trying to keep up with what Christ asked us to do.
Well, we can't just play like there's not need out there. We know there are people that are hungry, and I can't think of anything more awful as a parent than not having food for your children. So it's very gratifying to be able to become friends with those people who come to the food pantry and help them out with their food needs. It's very gratifying. And the people who come to the food pantry are so grateful. And the contributions that you see here behind us that come in every Saturday are just immensely helpful.
We hope our patrons, customers, clients will maybe see a hint of Christian love in action. And we have had some who want to work at the pantry, have offered to work.
And to do other things at the church, because they were like, I used to be this way, I used to work, and we're like, well, it's turnabout. Sometimes we need help and sometimes we're the helpers.
From our earliest times, we did things to help kids. We've done the reindeer project in the past, had the joy of taking part in that. I've watched others. I can name too many people to even name one because it would be slighting others. So many people have set the example ahead of me that I'm trying to follow for not questioning whether they're a member of our church, do you need it, or if it's there and it seems to be apparent that there's a need, we'll try to meet it.
And I love the partnership we have with the First Christian Church for the food pantry and the reindeer project. Those are great partnerships.
And we've got such a wonderful team. I'm a little embarrassed about being here because there are so many people involved. Working on Saturday morning, I kind of am the face of it out there. I'm the guy who's going out and hauling stuff in and saying good morning to people. But I tell people it's just because I planned it that way to get all the glory. But that glory has got to be spread about amongst lots of people that contribute in so many ways, just from the people who take this mess that's on the tables behind us and sort it out and put all the green beans together and the corn together and the mac and cheese together. Every one of those actions is an answered prayer.
Our congregation always shows up.